This is BarCode, a cocktail-powered podcast that dives deep into the personalities, criminals, and heroes that have come to define security across the globe. Please join our host, Chris Glandon, for another wild foray into the incredible world of humans and how they intertwine with today's modern technology. We hope you enjoy today's episode.
I'm here with Georgopoulos representing HOU.SEC.CON. What's up, my man?
Hey, what's going on? It's great to be here.
Thanks, man. Thanks for joining me. So you're with HOU.SEC.CON. This is your first year at HOU.SEC.CON representing as a sponsor. Talk to me a little bit about what your impression is of HOU.SEC.CON so far from that perspective.
Yeah. First and foremost, it's always great to be in Houston. Especially around peers and security practitioners. But yeah, being here for the first year, I think first and foremost, it's been a great event, a great turnout. There's been some really good conversations with folks that, one, are here to learn, secondly, are looking to see what's out there for technologies from a security perspective, kind of what's new, what's up and coming. And third, I think the collaboration amongst the security folks here in Houston has been great. Everybody's been welcoming. Nobody seems to be, hey, I'm always right. It's my way or the highway, which I think is great. I mean, being in Texas, I think that's welcoming. But yeah, we're definitely gonna come back and do it again next year, for sure. For Dope, like you had mentioned, this is our first year doing it here in Houston, but we look forward to coming back and doing it again next year and doing it bigger.
Nice. And where's Dope based?
Yeah, so Dope Security, hence the name. We're a Mountain View, California-based company. We like to say we're made with love in California.
Now, that's not a Californian accent, though.
No. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. I'm sure our viewers will probably do that. But no, I am born and raised in Rhode Island on the East Coast. So the great thing about being head of sales at Dope, it allows me to travel the globe, per se, and get to meet and talk to all folks that want to learn a little bit more about Dope.
Nice. And for those that want to learn a little bit more about Dope, can you talk about the platform a little bit and what you guys deliver?
Yeah, sure. Dope was started 4 years ago as an alternative to, some of the legacy secure web gateway players out there, like your Zscalers, your Netscopes, your Palo Altos. But, what Dope has done, I kind of want to sum it up. It's very, very simple. These old legacy tools, we compare them to stopover flights. It's like taking a flight from Houston to Dallas, but doing a security check in New York City.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to do that. Right. So what Dope has done is we've eliminated the complexity and that stopover architecture by building a lightweight proxy that actually sits on your device, and we call it flying direct. So now you can take that direct flight and allow your users to get directly to the internet, safe and sound, with a first-class experience. That's what Dope is doing.
Love it. And that's some dope swag you got on. I love it. I love the jacket.
Yeah, one thing about Dope is our founder and most of the people here at Dope, there's one thing that we share, and it's passion. And it's passion about everything that we do. It's not just passion about getting up and doing your job day to day, but it's our passion with everything that goes into the product. It's passion, even everything that goes into our swag, like this hand-painted denim jacket.
Yeah.
There's passion in everything that we do. So we're here to really kind of disrupt the security space, and more specifically around the secure web gateways and what these old legacy players are doing.
And George, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I know you're busy here, but before I let you go, can you let the viewers know where they can find and connect with you and reach Dope online?
Yeah, I mean, to make it super easy, just go to dope.security.com. We've made it super easy to navigate, get up and running on our software. But if you need to find me, it's George@dope.security. Shoot me an email. Be more than happy to come see you and have a conversation.
Easy enough. You heard it here. Thanks, George. Appreciate it, man. Safe travels home.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
And today I'm with good friend and fellow cybersecurity guru, Sonic. What's going on, man?
Hey, man. Thank you for having me on. I'm Sonic, part of the Blog Radio Hour. So, here with Chris, we are at HOU.SEC.CON 2025. It's been a start since morning, and lots of people coming in. And how are you finding it so far?
I love it, man. This is my first HOU.SEC.CON, and I'm very privileged to be here. And but you have been involved with HOU.SEC.CON for many years now.
Oh yeah.
So tell us how you got involved with this.
I initially started attending HOU.SEC.CON in 2017. Was when I got my first taste of a cybersecurity conference out of from where I'm from, and attended it, and it was really quite the experience, seeing different cyber practitioners coming in, sharing their thoughts and what they think, and cyber do's and don'ts, and also they've shared from their experiences, things that they've encountered along the way and what they've done, or how they have tried to resolve the issue. Or sometimes it's not even resolving the issue. Sometimes it's all about addressing it and trying not to repeat that.
Yeah. And besides the fact that you are local, you're local here to
Yep.
Houston. Beyond that, what keeps you coming back to this specific conference?
That's a good question. Number one, it's the community, and number two, it's locality. It's within ease of reach, and also it's more about the community. And coming in, it's not only about seeing the talks, catching cool talks, and seeing the vendors and whatnot. This has been HOU.SEC.CON is different. I would say the experience is different from the other cons that I have the privilege of attending.
Mm-hmm.
And in the sense that you not only meet great people, you have a great community, great talks, and the food. Everyone is hungry. You definitely have to fill your belly.
Yes.
But I'm very impressed with the fact that with the ticket, with the purchase of the ticket, it encompasses all this experience that you get in a con. This is one of the pull factors that keeps me coming back. And it's not when you attend talks over here, they're not repeated. You don't feel like, there is a pattern. It's always something different. You're gonna meet, new people. You're gonna expand your contacts, your networks,
Mm-hmm.
and those are the things that encompasses a conference. And you take away in with conferences is always takeaway.
Yes.
Yes. The announcement at the keynote, the change of name from HOU.SEC.CON. Right now, it's going to be called CyberSec.CON.
Mm-hmm.
So information like this it's very you look forward to information like this, and these are all the little nits and bits that you get that you don't get from outside.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal conference. There's phenomenal content. And not only are you ingesting information, you're also going to be presenting tomorrow.
Yes.
So if you wouldn't mind, give us a preview of what that talk will be about.
Okay, I'll be talking tomorrow at 1 p.m., track 6. Title of the track is AI Bit the Hand That Created It.
Love that.
And there's been a lot of controversy that's circling around the notion, the idea that AI is gonna take away jobs, and and it's in a sense, I wouldn't say fear mongering, but it definitely, the fear factor is definitely there, and this is to address that. And also at the same time, there is a call to action message that will be delivered in that talk tomorrow.
Awesome.
Yep. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Really
I'm sure everybody watching is looking forward to it as well. Where can viewers of this find and connect with you online?
The talk will be recorded.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually, the talk will also be posted. I'm not really sure. Don't quote me on the date. It could be somewhere in December.
Yeah.
Which will be made available. And if you are here in person, come to Track 6. The talk will be live. But if you're not, still, it's not a showstopper. You still will be able to catch this somewhere over time.
Okay.
In YouTube.
So Sonic, where can the viewers here find and connect with you online?
Oh, you can connect with me on LinkedIn. I go by the name of Amar Sonic on LinkedIn. You can connect with me on Twitter. I go by the name of Kinosa. And you can find me on Substack with the same name. And yeah.
Awesome, man. And if you want to connect with me, the best way would be to go to www.pr0ph-1t.com. That's profit.com, or check me out at barcodesecurity.com. Thanks, everyone. Take care. Okay, I am here with the one and only hacker maker, Philip Wiley. Thanks for joining me, sir.
Thanks for the invitation.
Yeah, absolutely. You've really been involved with this specific conference for a while. How did you get involved with this conference?
Yeah, so I spoke here the first time in 2019. I submitted a presentation here, the Pen Tester Blueprint, which eventually became my book. Mm-hmm. So that was the first talk I presented here. Then every year since then, Michael's invited me to speak here.
Very cool. And this year specifically is my first year attending, so I got to actually see you present. But you've been very involved with this year as well. And I want to talk about YouthSecCon, right? You talked to that group yesterday. Tell us a little bit about what your message to that group is, and what you wanted the next generation of cybersecurity professionals to leave with.
Yeah, it was pretty cool because there were high school kids, I guess from 9th grade up to seniors in high school. And I shared a lot of my experience because I've mentored a lot of people. I used to teach at Dallas College, mm-hmm. and I've helped a lot of people get started in pen testing. So I shared the information I've shared with others that's been useful, because there's some things that general mentoring people won't tell you. Like, in cybersecurity nowadays, you need a portfolio. Mm-hmm. And that's one of the things not being mentioned. So I was sharing kind of insider tips like that I knew that there's a lot of great information shared by the other panelists, but I think some of my views are kind of unique because I'm plugged into the community and I've helped a lot of people get in. So I've shared things that have helped me and helped others.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think I've heard this message from you before, and I think it's so important now, especially to have that platform here and be able to have that program started. And then also I want to talk about the big news that dropped yesterday. I'm actually going to let you tell the big news, but it's something that I'm excited in, and I know that you've been planning this for a while now. So tell the viewers on what to expect.
Yeah, this was kind of hard to sit on and try to keep quiet, because after HOU.SEC.CON this year, back like in May, was it April, May?
Yeah,
I was there, and I kind of decided I want to do my own conference, do a hacker conference. So I texted Michael Farnum and said, hey, I want to start a hacker conference in Dallas next year. And so Michael said, let's have a call. And I thought, great, Michael's been doing this for 15 years. He'd be a great resource of information.
Yeah.
And we get on the call, and he said, we've been wanting to get into DFW for a while. Would you be interested in partnering? I said, sure, because otherwise I don't have the experience doing a conference, or all those gotchas that you don't have. They got the punch list. They've got the method down because they've been doing this for so many years, getting sponsors, what to charge for sponsorships, the different things it's entailed, all the audio and video and all that stuff. So they've been doing that forever. And so I got a team behind me to do that, and a very trusted friend and partner in this conference. So I'm very excited about it. In Dallas, we've had lots of conferences that were more CISO oriented or more vendor related, but we really didn't have a practitioner conference. And so I'm happy to be bringing that to Dallas.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. So your vision is going to be more of a community hacker based audience.
Kind of like your HOU.SEC.CON, HackRedCon, ThoughtCon.
Nice.
That type of community. When we call it a hacker conference, GurCon's a hacker conference, but they're not all specifically just purely hacker. It's practitioner. And so that's really what we're bringing.
Yeah, and tell me a little bit more about just the Dallas area in general. I know it's a very good cybersecurity community there. What are some of the other initiatives that are happening there and your involvement there in that community?
Yeah, we got one of the biggest cybersecurity communities in the nation because we have Dallas Hackers Association. We have a DEF CON group. I used to run a DEF CON group called DEF CON 940 in Denton, Texas, and I stepped down from that last year. But I ran groups there starting in 2018. It was originally the Pwn School project, and I rebranded as a DEF CON group in 2021 and stepped down that from October. And when I did step down, part of my thoughts were maybe next I'll do a conference or something like that. So I just kind of planned to move on to the next thing. But like I said, we've got like several groups there. Our ISSA chapter is the largest in the world.
Wow.
So before Dallas Hackers started up in 2013, really didn't have as much of a hacker community there. There was some elements of it, but then Dallas Hackers really brought that out, and people found out about the local DEF CON group and stuff like that. So it's really helped build and synergize the community there. And what's interesting was back during that time, there was a journalist for Popular Mechanics, and he did an article on Dallas Hackers Association, and the title was, "If you want to be a hacker, go to Dallas."
Wow.
We had someone fly in from Mexico because that article previously didn't have a Twitter account. He started a Twitter account, came to Dallas, and got interested in security. So it's pretty amazing. It's Dallas Hackers is like a mini conference. They got fire talks, which are like 10 or 15 minute talks, a capture the flag, lock picking. And so it's a really, really great event. It's once a month.
Yeah. And shout out Wirefall.
Yeah.
Wirefall runs that. I was very impressed with the Dallas hacker community. We do our yearly Lone Star Cyber Circus event in Grapevine, and we're looking to do that again this December. It'll be our third one. So, the community area is so welcoming, and I love how people just show up for the events there. So you are always on the run. You're always talking and presenting at conferences. What does the rest of this year look like for you?
The rest of the year for me so far is I'm speaking next week at HOU.SEC.CON at University of Texas, Austin. And then in November, I'm scheduled to speak at Hack the Hills in Australia. And then in December, I'm scheduled to speak at Black Hat Middle East and Africa in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Man, I don't know how you do it. Well, Philip, thanks again so much for your time, man. I know you're a busy man.
Thanks for the invite. Always great to chat with you.
You as well, man. And tell the audience where they can connect and find you online.
Yeah, you can find me at thehackermaker.com, or you can find me on LinkedIn, Instagram, X or Twitter, and Blue Sky under just Philip Wiley.
Okay. Thanks again.
Thanks.
And joining me now are my good friends from Fulcrum. If you don't mind, just introduce yourself and your role there.
Sure. Yep. Jacob Boyer with Fulcrum. I'm the director of sales.
John Allen with Fulcrum. I'm the director of the Managed Security Operations Center.
Awesome. Thank you for joining me. So Fulcrum, I know, is a very strong supporter of community events, including some BarCode events that we've done in the past. You guys are very involved here, based in Houston. What motivates you as a company to stay committed to community events like this? Why is that important to you?
Sure. Yeah. I think for us, it's just really about getting out there and, getting engaged, getting involved, and really trying to help drive some very positive change. Right.
Yeah.
Working with the people who, they've got real challenges, real problems that they face, and trying to help facilitate the ability to get out there and kind of network, connect, and understand what those problems are and how we can help them solve them.
So important. And then what about this event here at HOU.SEC.CON? How long have you been involved with this particular conference?
Yeah, so HOU.SEC.CON, I think it goes back to the early days of HOU.SEC.CON, going back before, pre-COVID and then after COVID. So, me personally, I've been a part of it now for a few years, and just over those few years, seeing how much that it's grown. Yeah. And how they've had to kind of move, across the street over here to the convention center. And you look at it today, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
The number of people that show up and are coming out, and just the networking and the relationships that you get out there and build.
You guys had a happy hour last night. You have a booth here, so you guys must be tired. What kind of conversations have you been engaged with the attendees here, whether it's at the booth or after hours?
A lot of the engagement for myself has been, just getting back in touch with some of the people that we know and worked with, and looking at, who's got what kind of opportunities, of course, because you're always looking to see where you can help other people. Again, the community is really good because it's a community, right? Everybody should be working. I think we should work together. It's all the community work together and collaborate. Absolutely. And bring the great ideas to the community and help everybody else. And I mean, just putting together a couple of the vendors in the booths that were sitting right next to each other. And I said, hey, you guys should talk to these guys, because their technologies work together and blended so well. So a lot of the conversations have been surrounding that, for the most part.
And you can do that here with this layout and this format. It's very close, and I can feel like you can have a conversation without shouting.
Yeah, and I think it's easier here than Black Hat and DEF CON is a much larger environment, right? And Here in Vegas, distractions and lights and stuff, and all that stuff. But I mean, in here, a lot of people know each other from here, right? It's a tighter community, and it's localized here, so it's easier to work in that regard. Yeah.
Cool. And for those that are watching that aren't familiar with Fulcrum, talk a little bit about the company and what services you guys provide.
Sure. Yeah. So, Fulcrum, we were actually founded by a group of engineers going back to 2011. And the focus is really just getting out there and helping people solve problems. And we did that with our consulting services and professional services. It was a few years later, or maybe a couple of years later, we started wrapping some managed services around that. What's interesting is a lot of people don't know that we did that for 8 or 9 years, maybe. It wasn't until roughly maybe 2019 timeframe that we actually started saying like, hey, we should sell the product too. We're going out and architecting the solution, helping solve these problems. We should probably sell some of the product. And that's really where a lot of these relationships with our manufacturing partners started to gain some momentum. And so now we can get out there today. We can solve problems that a lot of folks really struggle to solve. And then we can come in there if the people or a process or a technology problem, we can help address that. And then we can wrap some managed services around it to help operationalize it if they need that. And what makes us truly unique in my perspective is it's our engineering bench, right? Roughly about 125 engineers across, 7 kind of pillars of business that we really focus on. So we can be relevant in so many areas. And it provides us that opportunity to not only make sure that we are, investing into our engineering team, but we reinvest into our customers. Mm-hmm. So we have this program called PS Plus, where we'll take 5% of their product spend, and then we provide that back to them in the form of professional services.
Nice.
So we can come in and help, solve all kinds of problems.
Yeah, very cool. And so what's next for you guys? I do want to talk about FCon, which is on your schedule. So tell the viewers what that is and how they can get involved with that.
FCon, it's really cool. It's pretty unique. Mm-hmm. It actually goes back to kind of the COVID times where, Black Hat and DEF CON were canceled.
Right.
And so there's a big demand for that type of engagement, that type of conference. So we said, hey, we'll do it virtually. We did it for a couple of years and thought, hey, is this something we should continue to do? And customers look forward to it every year. They ask about it. So we continue to do that. And it's a pure virtual conference, runs for about 2 or 3 days. I think it is 3 days. And it's, we want, folks to actively get engaged in it as well. So we have all types it's structured just like any kind of conference, like HOU.SEC.CON.
Yeah. And anyone can view
Absolutely.
it? Okay.
Yeah, anybody can view. In fact, I'm sure if you go out, look us up on LinkedIn, Fulcrum Technology Solutions, you'll find some information about it. And that's the easiest way. Or just reach out to somebody at Fulcrum.
There you go.
Yep.
And so besides LinkedIn, where could folks, connect with you and connect with Fulcrum online and I guess get information on FCon to register?
Sure. Yeah. Again, LinkedIn is a great place to start. Go to the Fulcrum page on LinkedIn. You can also go to our website, FTSC.com. We'll have contact information there. I think just about most of the company is out there on LinkedIn, so it's easy to connect with us, reach out and engage somebody. And you reach out to anybody, we'll be able to point you in the right direction.
Cool. John, how about you? You stay incognito or?
A little bit. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll leave it at that then.
Yeah. I'm on LinkedIn as well.
Okay.
So
cool.
Connect me out there.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much. Appreciate the time and
appreciate
meeting you.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Absolutely. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. I'm here with Eseeri. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So what are your impressions as an attendee of HOU.SEC.CON this year?
I think it was really awesome. I've met some really cool people, and the presentations were incredible. And I feel like I've learned a lot throughout my experience coming here.
Awesome. And is this your first time here?
My first time.
Very cool. What were some of the good talks that you saw? Do you have any that were you're going to take home and you were like, I really remember that one?
Yes. So we did the AI one. It was attacking AI, and it was pretty cool. They spoke about different types of AIs and stuff like that. And so I found that fascinating because that's where we're heading.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, so what do you do on your day to day? You're in the security field?
Yes.
So is that relevant to what you do on your day to day and some of the things that you heard during the conference you're going to be able to take back and apply there?
Yes. So I do TPRM, which is third-party risk management, and the risk and compliance side of cybersecurity. And we are trying to mature our process in order to integrate AI with different risk assessments that we are evaluating with third party.
Okay.
And so coming here and learning different tools of AI and how to utilize them was really good.
Very good. Awesome. Yeah. Are you coming back next year?
Yes.
Definitely. No, as an attendee, first-time attendee, I as well enjoyed it. I thought the talks were phenomenal. It was really well structured. And so, yeah, I think they did a great job as well. But no, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. If you have a way that you want folks to reach out to you, let the viewers know now. If not, that's cool too.
Yeah, sure. You can follow me on Instagram, iCandyDolls, 3 Z's.
iCandyDolls.
Yes.
You got it. Thank you so much. Okay, now I am here with a very, very special guest, the co-founder of HOU.SEC.CON and CEO of the CyberSec Community, Michael Farnum.
Hey, man.
Thanks for joining me.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, thanks for being here.
I want to go back to the beginning first. When this first started, you've been doing this conference specifically for 15 years?
Yeah, 2010 is when we opened up the conference. Yep.
Awesome. What inspired you to start this conference, and how have you seen it sort of evolve to where it is today?
Yeah, so 2007, 8-ish, I got into pre-sales architecture, pre-sales engineering with a company that does not exist anymore called Accuvant. Now Optiv, people know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and I, here in Houston, was the first Houston employee of that company, and just saw that there wasn't as much of a community here in Houston. It had pockets, but it just wasn't vibrant, wasn't a lot of people getting together. So I started a user group, and then I started seeing all of those regional conferences that started happening. And like, I think we started the first year, or maybe a year after, like B-Sides really kicked off.
Okay.
So that was kind of it. It was like all the conferences were kind of vendor conferences, nothing against vendors, but that was just what it was limited to. Mm-hmm. So we said, yeah, let's kick something off. We started, we got the grand idea in July, and we said, let's have it in November. I was like, I don't have no idea what I'm thinking right now, but let's do it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had the Microsoft offices where we were holding the user group. It was a free venue. I brought in Jason's Deli for lunch.
Nice.
Had 120 people. Just not very many people, but it was what it was. But we
still not bad.
No, I mean, for the first year.
Yeah.
But we had like Snake and Jeremiah Grossman and all those guys, Jim Broom, those guys that came for that first year. That's why we wanted to have them back out. This is kind of that 15th year anniversary.
Nice.
And they all came out. A bunch of them came out and spoke. And so, yeah, it's grown from that 120 people to we got 3,000 people this year. It's been kind of crazy. So
yeah, and this is my first time here, and I was just blown away by the event. Hopefully, you'll have me back next year.
Anytime, brother. Glad you came out, man.
Yeah, man. What has been the most rewarding for you as a part of having this conference? Is it the community building? Is it the education? You have so many different components that I want to get into now, and how the next steps of this looks. But talk to me a little bit about, what have you gotten out of this throughout the years?
It's community. I mean, not to put too fine a point on it, I love when people come up and say, man, like, I've been loving coming to your shows. Like, I've got a couple of guys that I talked to this week that I call OGs, not OGs. There were a lot of people that were at that first conference. The OGs were at my user group and all of that stuff, and then kept coming and then came to the conference. And just seeing those people, specifically when I was at Black Hat this year, I had a CISO come up to me, and she told me, like I was at the very first one, and she was like at architect level, and she's grown over the years, and she looks at HOU.SEC.CON as being just a massive part of her being able to build into her career and become a CISO. I've had several people come up and tell me this show is what got them jobs.
Awesome.
And they've met somebody here that became their boss, or they hired somebody or whatever. That I'm really big about connecting people. That's what this is about. Community is about, that's what it's about for me. So, that's I'm getting chills thinking about it right now. It's the most rewarding part, is just connecting people.
Yeah. And you're making an impact for sure on what you're doing here.
That makes me feel good. I love it. So.
just seeing it for the past 2 days, I've witnessed it. So, we're across the hall from YouthSecCon.
Yep.
You had the keynote yesterday where you walked into like sort of the different elements that are part of the CyberSec community.
Yep.
Can you talk through those a little bit first, and then talk about what's next?
Yeah. So CyberSec Community specifically was built because if you were in there, you heard it. We used to be a conference that was trying to build a community, and we realized we had it backwards. We should be a community that happens to have a conference as part of that community. Yeah. And so, YouthSecCon, the first time this year, we really had some people who were very passionate about that. So Arthy's written books on that, and she really wanted to help get some kids. She had a passion for it. Reynaldo is the same one from Lone Star Cybersecurity cyber school here, the college. He had a passion for it, and we met with Arthy on a podcast because she was a speaker, and she was like, "Why don't we do this?" And we just ran with it. And we've got a former Mary on our staff. She's a former educator, so that was really passionate to her, and that's going to grow. I mean, we had almost 70 kids from all around Houston. That's going to grow. We had a college fair in there so they could see them. So that's really, for me, what we've tried to build here now at CyberSec Community is kind of a cycle where we're, talking to the younger generation, or maybe like veterans trying to get into the industry, whatever, some students, however they're trying to do it, kind of get them connected to either certification path or, a college career path or an education path, and then get them into cybersecurity or just IT, however they want to start into it. And then get them in there where people can, when they get that job, start mentoring them and helping them grow. Because in my mind, 2 or 3 years from now, they get a job, they start mentoring people again, and it just keeps like a cycle, right? It's kind of a nice cycle. Yeah. So that's kind of what we're envisioning. I love that. And all of these events kind of tie into that, all that. So.
I love it. I just interviewed Philip Wiley, and so you guys are, it was announced yesterday that you're expanding your territory.
A little bit, yeah.
And you'll be having CyberHackCon in the DFW area next year. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so everybody knows HOU.SEC.CON. Down here, we're becoming CyberSecCon. And I have to do this cyber without an E because we're cool like that. People kind of grin, or they cringe. I don't know, but it's a tagline because everybody's going to type in cyber. So CYBR, but HOU.SEC.CON is becoming CyberSecCon. CyberSecCon, we started building that because that's going to be a national thing, but it's still, while obviously I love it, it's got some hacker connections to it. A lot of hackers here with our little CCON group. Yes. Phil came and said some people had been talking to him about doing a HackerCon, and Phil and I have been great friends for a long time. Like he started his workshops here. He's been coming here since 2019. He learned how to pick locks here, all of those things.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So we've just formed a great relationship. Feel like he's my brother over the years. And so he was like, "Man, I want to start this thing up." I was like, let's do it together. Let's have fun with it. So we're going to do the HackerCon up in Dallas. That's in April of next year. Okay. I'm sorry, I don't remember the date off the top of my head. But we're gonna put that up there. So I kind of look at almost like a DEF CON to a Black Hat, but in a different city.
I see that.
I
see that.
So I'm excited about that.
I'll be there. I'm excited about it too. And with Philip, it's in good hands.
Oh man.
And that community we were just talking about in Dallas is a great community as well. So I don't think you could have, planned that any better. So
I mean, look, I'll do anything with Phil. I'll step in front of a bus for Phil. So I'm glad it's a partnership. We're doing it together. He's a good dude.
Yeah. Well, we're winding down here. Last day. I want to thank you for your time and hosting this and having me here. Before we go, could you let the viewers know just where they can find and connect with you online, find out more about CyberSec Community?
Yeah. So cybersec.community.
Okay.
Because, we got cool URLs now where you can do those really, not just .com, .edu.
Yep.
Our cyberseccommunity.com, that houses all of our, or at least has links to all of our different events, our user groups, all that stuff. So that's the best place to look for us. You can find me, Michael Farnum, like Barnum, but with an F instead of a B, on LinkedIn. Also, you can find me if you search M1A1 Vet. That's kind of a handle. Any of those, you find me on LinkedIn. Twitter's M1A1 Vet. So yeah, just reach out.
Awesome. All right. Thanks again. Thanks for what you do. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. BarCodeSecurity.com. We'll see you next time.